Welcome to the Parent Advocacy resource team for all ages and stages of parenthood. I'm Irene Gouge, founder of Loving Less and Sleep Consulting and Postpartum Doula Solutions, and your host here at PART, where we partner with parents to create a network of trusted professionals to provide families with solutions to navigate the journey of being a family. And we do this through education, advocacy, and empowerment and connection. And today I have a special guest, Kris Gonzalez. Kristine is the owner of Unhooked with Ruby Ribbon, and she is a boob whisperer. I am super excited to learn more from a boob whisperer. She's on mission to rid women of their underwire and find more comfortable, healthier alternatives. She helps women feel confident inside and out, supporting them, no pun intended there, with real comfort and confidence and opportunity. Welcome, Kris. So great to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited about this.
So
like I said, I'm on a mission, so I want to get my word out.
I love it. So you're a boob whisperer.
Yes, I have been for 6 years now. I've actually been bra-free for 6 years, which is wonderful.
That's awesome. Well, I can't wait to dive into that. One of the segments that we start off with here at PART is where we talk about things that maybe we never thought we might do or say as a parent. Do you have any of those thoughts or things?
I do. It took me a while to think about that, but it's always funny. You end up turning into your parents. It's so true. So there's a couple things, one of which my mom always said, don't do as I do as I say. And I actually caught myself saying that the other day. I was like, oh boy. And then I thought about it a little more, and it's electronics. I tell my children all the time, get your face out of your electronics, keep your head up, look around, get off of it and get outside.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting that you talk about the electronics. Like I'm always like posture, like back, because like I feel like we're getting like hunched over and it's not helping our children and their posture.
Well, Ruby Ribbon can help with that too. So I'll tell you about it in a bit.
Well, so tell me a little bit about Ruby Ribbon. How did you get into this? How did you become the boob whisperer? And you've been bra-free. Tell me about that too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's no way I'll ever go back to wearing a bra or an underwire. No. Once you don't know what you don't know. So until you give it a try, it's really something, it's life-changing. But I was in another company that went, belly up, and my friend had mentioned it to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, there is no way I am selling underwear to women. There's no way. And like I said, you don't know what you don't know. So I said, well, let me put it on. Let me try it. And it was like the heavens opened up. It was like, and it was just so wonderful. Not just the support without an underwire. I'm a triple D. So in my mind, it was always I had to wear an underwire to be comfortable, or not so much comfortable, but have that support. And the fact that I found something that is comfortable, that I do not need a wire for, it was truly physically and emotionally changing. It was unbelievable.
But it was when you first put it on, you noticed that big of a difference.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of women, they're like, oh, you can't size me, or, I'm too big, or there's no way that's going to fit me, kind of thing. We size anywhere from an A. I even have a friend who is a Q, which surprised me that was even a size. But we fit her really well, and she's a very happy camper.
I like it. And so tell me a little bit, like you talk about fitting for bras. Like, is that an important thing that women need to know?
Oh, about? Most definitely.
Like how do people know like what the right bra is?
So about 85% of the women out there really are in the wrong size bra. So that, in my opinion, is a lot of unhappy women. I mean, how many women have said, oh, I so love to put my bra on? I mean, I don't think anybody's ever really said that. No.
They're like, I can't wait to take this off.
Exactly. So we size a little bit different than a bra. I take a few measurements from you. I can do this virtually or in person, a one-on-one. I do a lot of one-on-ones.
Mhm.
I do have a studio here at my house. But if you are unable for some reason, I'm more than happy to come to them and help them out. So yeah, I mean, it's very important. Underwires are not our friend. Don't
No, they're
let
not.
anybody tell you any different. Just naturally, I mean, our bodies need our breasts, they need to move. It helps our lymphatic system to drain. And when you cage them up, it's not a good thing. So yeah, I hope that answered your question.
Yeah. So is it like I'm looking at right behind you, I see you have some
Oh yeah. Oh,
mannequins
okay.
and stuff. Is it
Yes.
like an actual bra or is it like a camisole or?
So we have two different. We have camis, which are what you see behind me, and is what I
Mhm.
wear every day. I just love the fact it not only is going to lift your breasts, it's a little bit of shapewear as
Okay.
well. So it's a bra replacement, a little bit of shapewear, and a cami all in one. For some women, I know camis are not really for them. They don't want their tummy covered. And when I say tummy coverage and stuff, it's not so much, we aren't like most companies that are out there. We're very comfortable. Our camis have pressure and release points. So as our bodies change throughout the day, which they always do, you could be one size in the morning and one size in the afternoon.
Mm.
It's going to move with you and grow with you. So you're going to be comfortable all day. It has shaping panels in the back and smoothing panels. So it just hides what I like to call those little chicken nuggets that you got going on in the back. It smooths
Gotcha.
everything out. It helps you sit up a little bit taller, takes pressure off your shoulders. We also have the shorter versions, which I did not pull out, and I'm sorry, I should have, which are demiettes, which are more bra-like. So those women that don't want that tummy coverage, we do that as well. So yeah, we have razorbacks, we have, convertibles, we even have a strapless.
Okay.
And most importantly, we have a nursing cami as well.
You do. Okay. I was just going to ask, like, is this helpful for moms maybe when they're like trying to breastfeed or anything like that? Is that because when
Almost
you're,
definitely.
yeah, when you're nursing, you don't want to be doing underwire, like that's hard on you and baby and all that kind of stuff. And that's just a lot to
Yeah.
manage.
Yeah, so I can take you from pregnancy all the way on up beyond. I think the oldest woman I have as a customer is actually about 80 years old.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so I mean, we can start you as early as puberty, teach those girls right, to begin with, no underwear. But because of the great back support it gives, I have worked with women in their first and second trimesters. It helps with that back support. Excuse me. Sometimes when you get a little closer to delivery, it's not always suggested to wear any type of compressions, but afterwards, we do have a nursing cami. I tell everybody it's the best fourth trimester wardrobe piece you'll ever have because it's going to get you back into your clothes a lot quicker. But it has a little clip up here. It's just a one snap and it comes down. You don't have to undress and pull everything out, and it's right there. Very comfortable.
That's great.
And it
And
grows
so,
with you as well. So, when your milk is coming in and things are moving, this is going to move with you. So it's going to keep you comfortable.
okay. So I'm very intrigued. I'm curious because I don't know if I like the full cami. So is it like just a regular bra, and then I'd snap it on, or do I have to pull it over my head, or what does that look like?
So let me see if I can grab one real quick. So actually our camis are a little bit, and our demis are a little bit different. This is my favorite one. So the purple one that I have here is called our lace cami.
Mm-hmm.
And this is its baby sister. It's called a lace demiette.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually step into our products because they're made in such a way that when you step in, it's helping to bring everything up and pulling everything forward. With the side panels, it has a sling, excuse me. It has like a sling. I don't know how you want to say it. It doesn't give you uniboob. I don't know if you can
Yeah.
see how the two pockets right here, but there's material in the middle and underneath that goes around to the side that helps support everything. So
You
yeah.
step into the bra.
Yes, which is something that I can truly help you with. Because sometimes, women will get them on and they do come up higher than a bra in the back. And when women put them on, they're like, oh my gosh, this does not work for me. And I was like, well, let me just do a couple little adjustments here. And it's normally they just don't have it on properly. And once they do, and they feel that comfort, it's like, oh, wow. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing though, there's like a back support in there.
Oh, definitely.
And helping us with our posture. So if we're having extra screen time or working from home at our computers.
Oh, yes. I have found that my back, I do sit up a little taller when I'm sitting in a chair. So this one in particular, which is the one on the mannequin, I don't know if you can see that panel right there. These run vertically. We do have some that run horizontally and they'll crisscross in the back. So you're going to get a lot of great back support with a Cami. You will still get, obviously you're not going to get all that smoothing. You still have the panel in the back on the demiette, but you're not going to get all the smoothing all the way down. But some women, we have a saying, we have a Cami for everybody, but not every Cami fits every body. So I always suggest people, if you're not sure, try a Cami and a demi and see which one, because it might surprise you.
That's good to know. Because right now I'm thinking I'm not a Cami. I'd be more of a demi, but I guess I might need to get fitted.
Well, we have 4 different levels of support. We go all the way from a very light smoothing, very minimal support, all the way up to what we call a level 5, which is maximum support, maximum hug. Okay. So there's something in there for everybody.
Okay. Yeah. And I guess like as women, sometimes we don't really talk about bras and being fitted properly for it. And I'm just trying to understand, like, if I have a really cute top and like it is like a tank top, can I wear a demi with that?
Sure, why not? I mean, well, my dress keeps popping up, but you can see a little bit of peekaboo right here. A lot of our camis can be worn as fashion pieces too. So it's okay if you have a sheer top and you just, you have a pop of color underneath of it if you want. Sure, if you wanted, I have a tank top, it was a V-neck or something. We have higher cut demis, similar to what I have on right now. Let a little pop of color come out.
Okay. So it could be like also like a piece of just clothing, like accessorized with it.
I just came back from our runway, our yearly convention. I wore a pair of joggers and I had a floral print cami on, and I just threw over like a little shrug or something. And I was walking around in public with my bra showing. Well, no, not a bra. I'm sorry. My cami showing.
Okay. I was just going to say, I was like, so you could just really wear that as like a tank top in itself.
Definitely.
Okay. So I don't know if anyone has this question out there. I'm just kind of curious. Will it like expose your nipples?
The dreaded headlight.
I'm just, I'm going to ask that question because I'm sure
I wasn't prepared for this, but no. So they are molded cups. So everything in these cups is you. It's a very thin fabric. So we do have a variety of what we call petals or posies. So whether, you're a smaller cup size woman and you want maybe a little bit more lift, we have something for that. If you want a little bit of padding, we have something for that as well. And if you just want to cover those headlights, we have what we call posies, which are kind of like, I guess you want to call them pasties. But they're very comfortable and they're not seen through the garment whatsoever.
Okay, well, good to know. Because you know what? I think it's always hard depending on like the type of bra with the kind of outfit you're wearing. I mean, these are things that we think about or go through, but we don't realize like the depth. But it sounds like, the products here with Unhooked with You are very versatile and they'll work with you.
One more thing before I forget, they're moisture wicking and antimicrobial. So when you're out there sweating, I mean, I'm on the baseball field quite often in 95 plus degrees. The cami is actually going to keep you cool. It's very similar to what athletes wear. So it's going to pull the moisture away and disperse it throughout the garment, keep your clothes dry and keep you cool.
Okay. Well, that's an even added benefit to it. Because I find that sometimes, you get that like rash underneath your breasts and all that kind of stuff.
I used to all the time. I have not in 6 years had a heat rash. Oh, and I keep forgetting this big one. We have surgical grade silicone on the bottom of every Cami and Demi, so it will roll, because that's usually a big question. Everyone's like, well, I just bought this and it rolls, and I'm constantly pulling it down. And when this is placed properly in the right spot, it goes against your skin and your clothes actually go up over top of it. It stays put. So that's another added benefit.
So Kristine, if someone is looking to find these products, how would they get a hold to connect with you?
Well, that's a great question. So I personally ask that you do reach out to me. You can reach out to my phone number. I guess I can give that right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 919-890-0289. We do size different than a bra, so I try not to give out my website right away, because sometimes women will go right there without being sized, and then they get something in the mail and they're very unhappy with it. So you could text Ruby to that number, and that we could get you started. Or if you wanted to check out a little bit more information on it, I do have a landing page. It's unhooked.rubystylist.com. And that kind of gives you the 411 on just about everything. You'll see some before and after photos, and you can size yourself there as well. And once you do size yourself, I will get notification, and I like to chat with the customer, because like I said, not every Cami's for everybody. Yeah. And if you're a certain size, they may not suggest, because my computer will suggest everything for you.
Gotcha.
And then it's up to me to come in there and try to fine tune it for you.
Gotcha. So Kristine, if someone goes to the website, would they find your phone number there?
They should.
Okay.
Yes.
That's great.
I think you could, you could reach out to me. My email and such is in there as well.
Okay. And Kris, I think it's a great point that you bring up about, like, sometimes we order products, we get something, and then it sucks, or it's not promising what we thought it was going to promise. But one of the things that I'm hearing that's unique about you and the services that you're providing is that you're going to help somebody kind of navigate and figure out that journey.
Definitely, from start to finish. I'm there with you. I'm not one of these, make a sale and move on. I truly care about each individual person that I'm with, and I want to make sure that they're happy. We do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee as well.
Okay, that was going to be my other question.
Yep. So if we're local, most definitely, I'd love to do an in-person fitting with you. If they're not, it's fine. I do have really good luck with virtual. I mean, I have a big client base of mine is actually out in Indiana, and I'm here in North Carolina. So.
Okay, that's good to know. But then, so if it's not fitting properly, they could always send it back. Would it be an exchange, or do they get their money back, or what does that look like?
You could do either. They do charge a fee to ship it back. You will have to pay shipping for that. But if you're exchanging, they do not charge you again to ship it back to you. As long as you're going to know when you put it on, you're going to know within the first 30 minutes whether or not it's going to be for you. As long as you have the adjustments properly. I usually, I call when it comes in, or I reach out somehow, how's it going? Is everything working okay? And if not, I'll either video chat with them, to see how they have it on. Because like I said before, it could be just something that smells a little minor tweak to make it all better.
Yeah.
And so you're going to know. And it's like wearing a new pair of shoes too. You're going to walk around the house with them so you don't scuff up the bottom.
Yeah.
So if you're going to just see if you like them or not. Because if you do not like it, it has to be returned in like new condition. So like free of odor and perfumes and marks and such like that, and repackaged and sent back.
Gotcha. And so Kristine, I'm just kind of curious, when women get fitted with you, what do you notice is like the first impression that you find that they have after putting on the product?
So what I like to do is the safety pin test. So before they go in and put the Cami on, I take their measurements, and I'll put a little safety pin right to where, if they're wearing an underwire, it's right where the underwire is. If they're not, I put it right to the bottom of where their breast is. I have them go in, I have them try it on. And when they come out and they see the difference between, they're like, wait a minute, that safety pin, you moved it? I'm like, no. I said, you put that Cami on and look at the lift that you just got. That's where your breast used to be sitting. And now look where it is. So I always tell everybody, I can meet or beat what you have going on with your bra. Because I know some women do go out and get that professional bra fitting done. I've never lost to a bra. Not in 6 years.
So you can get a boob lift, just
boob lift and a tummy tuck, all for under, a lot less than surgery.
Than what the going rate is. Okay.
Yes.
So that is awesome. That is really great to know. Because you know what, again, like I think that this is sometimes a topic that maybe moms don't know that, like, hey, I can talk about my bra. And like, I think I went so many years without ever thinking about, was I wearing the right bra or not? And I remember when I had met you, I was like, I'm curious about what this is all about. And then I'm getting to talk to you. And now I'm like, I need to go try a bra on just to kind of see, because there's so many things you've mentioned, like, the sweaty under, the breast rash and all that kind of stuff. Like it gets annoying and irritating over time.
So when they come, then they try the Cami on, but then they have to leave. So what I do, something is shipped brand new to you, right? In the package, but they put their bra back on. And as they're leaving, I watch them doing these things and, Justin and everything. I said, you really can, you're really more aware of that bra right now, aren't you? They're like, yes.
Wow.
And I have had some women walk out in the Cami they tried on.
They're like, I just love it, leaving.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
That is awesome. Well, who knew that there was so much to know and understand around bras and what we're wearing? And it's amazing to know that you've been bra free, you said, for 6 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. Very freeing.
Yes, it is. I travel a lot too, and I never realized. So before when I first joined, before I got my product in, I went to a meeting and I pulled out a strapless underwire that still had tags on it. And I put it on and I was so uncomfortable that whole meeting. As soon as I got back out in the car, it came off and I threw it in the back of the van.
Yes. It's interesting, right? Like, cause that's the first thing that we're all ready to do is take that bra off. Definitely. I wonder, do you recommend that women sleep in this bra? Like
they can if they wish.
I suppose it would be comfortable. It sounds like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have some more. Our level 2, which is called Second Skin, really made for our ABC girls. Being a triple D, I still wear it. It doesn't give me the lift. I call it my carpool Cami because, if I have to run my son to school, I just don't feel like getting fully dressed. I'll just throw that on.
Yeah.
But I would totally sleep in that. But there's some women that, usually the bra is the first thing you take off when you get home, but sometimes you don't need, after you get used to it, because it is a little bit different feeling because you're so used to having that pressure and such under here, but sometimes you forget it's on and it's the last thing you take off at night. Or you could just sleep in it.
That's really interesting. Very fascinating. Yeah. So Kristine, one of the things we ask families or parents is like, what are we doing to take care of ourselves? And do you have a self-care tip you can share with our families?
Gosh, I do. I mean, I have a lot, but I think first and foremost is your breast health. You really have to take care of yourself. If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
Ain't that the truth? Yes.
Your monthly breast exams, your yearly mammograms, take care of yourself so you can be there to take care of them.
Yeah, that's really great wisdom. We don't realize like so much of our well-being and health has to even do with the clothing that we wear and the comfort that we experience. So that's a great awareness to bring for families. Well, Kris, it has been such a pleasure connecting and talking with you and learning more about Unhooked with Ruby Ribbon. And so I'm going to encourage everyone to check out her site, call and text to figure out maybe what that best fit is. I'm kind of curious if I'll go Demi or Cami. Kind of curious to see where I end up landing. Do you find that people change frequently? Like
some do. I mean, there's days when, some women are like, they still feel that they're too hot. So which I think that's more of a psychological thing. They'll put on a Demi. I personally am a Cami girl. Okay. I just like the hug that I get. I feel put together. I feel more confident. But there are some women, they'll go, back and forth. They're used to that bra and they don't want to get rid of that bra. So to me, the Demi is more of a sensation of you're still wearing a bra.
Okay. Kris, I have one last question and then we're going to probably have to hop off. How many Camis or Demis do you have personally?
They were asking that at Runway. Shoes or Camis? Which do you have more of? And I had to say it's definitely Camis. We have a saying, wear one, rest one, wash one, because being shapewear, it needs 24 hours to come back into shape. So 3 Camis can definitely replace every single bra that you have in your drawer. But I looked at mine the other day and I was like, oh boy, my little Cami hook is actually starting to get stretched out. So I may have an addiction.
Gotcha. How long would you say the Camis typically last?
If you take care of them, I have some that are a year plus. I usually save those for like yard work and such like that. If you take care of them properly, I mean, like a good bra, 6-8 months to a year. The hug may still not be there if you're doing a full Cami, but the lift will still be there.
Awesome. Well, lots of great things to know. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in here with the Parent Advocacy Resource Team, where we partner with parents to navigate the journey of life and being a family. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye. Thank you.